And we're back in Inside the Ropes. I'm joined by the one and only Rey Mysterio. Rey, your career has been so huge, and at WrestleMania you won the world title, but you've also you're in your second year in a storyline with your son Dominic.
Yeah.
How does that compare to winning the world title at WrestleMania, and did you think that the storyline could be this big?
So I never thought I would win a world title up until WrestleMania 22, and I most definitely didn't think that I would ever wrestle against my son because he showed no interest for the sport until the age of 19. And when he broke into business, which roughly about 3 years ago, I didn't think he would catch up to the status of maybe one day wrestling together or even wrestling against each other. We became World Tag Team Champions, father and son, for the first time in history. And then shortly after, we had our first WrestleMania together against Logan Paul and The Miz. The year after, then I had to face him for the very first time. And his growth was just incredible. As a father, there is a sense of pride that I felt throughout these past 3 years of watching him perform. And to my surprise, here we are once again facing against each other, now in a tag team match. I'm truly blown away.
He's obviously become such a good heel, such a good villain. You've not in WWE been a heel or a villain. I just wondered, was there ever any serious talks at any point in your WWE career of you turning into a villain?
Yeah, we would throw around the idea, but always as a joke. And the response was always, you're too much of a good guy to be hated. So it would have been a challenge for me to try to become a heel.
Would you have ever wanted to do it?
I think deep down inside, I would have loved to have tried, but the problem was if I failed and the fans didn't believe it, that would have been hard. Yes.
One of the biggest reactions that is memorable to me is, Royal Rumble 2014, you were number 30, they wanted Daniel Bryan,
yes.
and then they booed you.
Yes.
They booed Rey Mysterio. Did you expect that was going to happen given the circumstance, or were you surprised? Talk me through your thoughts when that happened.
So I was kind of detached at that time due to an injury, and when I came back, or when I came out as number 30, I didn't realize at the time what was going on until afterwards, rewatching and understanding that who they wanted they didn't get, so they were booing the writing team, I guess. But overall, it was an experience. It's always good to go through experiences like that where you don't always have to turn out to be the right person. It's okay every now and then to be the person that they weren't expecting, and then eventually, give them the right answer. But again, that's something that WWE has always done. Keep the fans guessing on what's going to happen, who's going to be the next one. And that was one of those nights. I was shocked, though.
Very last thing, your favorite WrestleMania memory?
Favorite WrestleMania memory? For me, my memory, the one that really pops out, WrestleMania 21. Eddie and I kicking off WrestleMania Goes Hollywood for the first time in LA, and that was a very special moment because that kind of started the feud between Eddie and myself.